My name's Galen Reinhart. I live in Minneapolis, Kansas. And I'd be riding my bike of a morning time, and we'd ride our bikes from Minneapolis to the state lake. And when we'd get out here, one morning, this field was full of sunflowers. And as you can tell now, it's got a little bit of sun, but it was cloud overcast. But that morning, it was just bright, shiny, and this thing was all sunflowers. And there was a couple vans parked over here, and there was a half a dozen guys and another fellow walking out in the field behind me. And as I was walking or watching them, I asked this guy, I says, what's going on? And he says, well, we're filming a movie or making shots for a record or video or something. And I said, all right. I said, who is it? And he said, Stevie Wonder. He looked at me, he said, do you know Stevie Wonder? And I says, no, I don't. And he says, well, he's a singer, and we're out here taking pictures and shots of it for an album. And I says, wow, okay. So I sit here and watched, and then I end up riding my bike on around the lake.
So I did a Google image search for Stevie Wonder and sunflowers, and I immediately found a picture of Stevie Wonder in a field of sunflowers, and I was like, this has got to be it. So I went and got you, and I said, look at this picture, and you pointed at the screen and you said, that's what I saw when I was a little boy.
Yeah.
And I could tell by your reaction, I was like, this happened to him. This story's real. So I wanted to help kind of tell the story. So what I found out was, after I started Googling more, some authors had written a book called The Secret Life of Plants, and Stevie Wonder was doing the soundtrack of a video they were going to make from the book. And so they were going to locations where famous botanists were from, and the reason they were in Minneapolis, Bennington, was because of George Washington Carver. And then it kind of made sense, like, okay, he's a famous botanist, and they're making a documentary about plants. So they came to a location where he's from to get, some of his history into the documentary. So then it kind of made sense, and I was able to share that with you. And then I'm glad that you took the time today to come out here and just kind of share your story, not just with me, but hopefully with other people.
You bet.
So
I appreciate it, Ryan, for you coming out and helping and making this story come alive.
Yeah, sure thing.
It was great.